can't bite them as they're climbing into the coop.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way.
Today is a super fun day. Tomorrow is my birthday, so Nolan's been planning, like, we're just gonna go on a date. We haven't done that in forever. We finally have some time to ourselves. First we were just going to go to like Lancaster or something, walk around, just do that type of thing. And then something else came up. It actually makes me way more excited, and if it goes through, it's gonna be like the best birthday gift ever. We are currently on our way to West Virginia. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. Yeah, we'll see what's waiting for us.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Finally made it.
How does a vehicle this age have only 25,000 miles? Somebody's garage queen. Yeah. Yeah.
Chargers and stuff up in the front there.
Looks really, really good.
This might be my new mom wagon. Do you like the wheels?
I do. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna change them.
Oh man.
Unless they fit on my truck.
Nolan's eyes are sparkling. He's trying not to look too excited, but we found, I think, a pretty good deal. An older couple owned this. One owner, 25,000 miles. It's a 2016, but it looks pretty much immaculate. Man.
It looks really clean. Oh, here we got a little bit of something.
Also got heated seats for the second. Get agreed on some numbers. You guys want to try to maybe take her home today?
I can't believe this. We've been really wanting a Dodge Durango. Nolan was the first one that suggested it, and when I saw him I fell in love, and I've been like set on one as well. So we've been trying to save up money, but we're just like, is now the right time to buy? Because stuff is so high. But it just seems that maybe it won't come back down, depending how the economy goes. Anyway, I don't know. But we ran across this one. Nolan looked at it, and it looks really good for its age. And the price rivals those of others that are higher in miles, maybe a little bit newer, but definitely up more towards 50, 60, 70,000 miles maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. So we're thinking we found something good. We prayed. I'm like, if it's not supposed to be, don't let it be available, because we had called earlier this week. And anyway, everything just keeps falling into place. I can't believe. I feel so spoiled. We might just be taking a new ride home. Wonder what Xander will say about a D-Rango, he calls them. Check out all this room. There's like a third row of seats in the back, so we can have more kids. It's roomy in the middle seat for car seats and children, and you can tow with this thing. Oh my goodness. So excited. Hopefully we can work out a deal with him. I won't know how to act in something that is actually reliable. Our little Jeep has let me sit in so many parking lots. But anyway, they went off and took a little ride. We're gonna see what the trade-in value is, but we probably will just sell it ourselves unless they give us a fairly good price for it. But that kind of bites because we'll have to drive home separately. The only thing I don't like about it is the dark rims. Not a fan. Nolan loves it, of course. I'm just not a fan of black rims. And the black grille kind of looks like a cop car. Maybe I can twist his arm to switch him out. But I know that's the in thing right now, but just not really me. But hey, can't complain. This is amazing.
Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder.
Here she
Now
comes.
We finally see we got everything we need.
I didn't think I'd be sentimental about saying goodbye to our Jeep, but I am a little bit. Are you sentimental?
I don't know. This thing was enough trouble. I'm not terribly.
We weren't really expecting to trade in our Jeep, but they gave us a pretty good price on it. And so I have all this stuff in here we need to get out.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful.
Enjoy your day.
You guys try to do the same?
Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where
Turn on the heated wheel. Heated seats, heated wheel.
We have a new ride. Woo! Can't believe this. Thanks, babe. You should have seen him off camera when he first saw this. He was like a little boy that just found a new toy.
I was.
As soon as I turned the camera on, then he acted all subdued and
When I
yeah,
jumped in?
it's nice, he said. But when he was off camera, his eyes were twinkling. There's 2 different versions. You don't always see the real version. That's fine. How do you like to be openly judged?
And win. I think we've really hit the jackpot on this vehicle. Really clean. Obviously was somebody's garage queen, pretty much.
Now the baby can come. All the nesting things going on here. It's just so nice to know that we're in a reliable vehicle. We can travel and don't have to worry about being left set somewhere. Yeah, haven't been in this nice of a ride for quite a few years. Woo!
Mama's driving.
Yep.
Even
Oh,
a little bit of clearance between their belly and the wheel.
look at that. The difference between riding in our Jeep and riding in this thing is the difference between basically going into labor and not. Literally, the potholes here in West Virginia are like these huge potholes, and even on the highway, we'd hit those things with the Jeep and you'd feel every shake and shimmy. And just starting up the Braxton Hicks, I'm like, man, this is painful. Suddenly, like riding home in this thing, you hardly even know you hit them. So, amazing. Now we are going to go in and get something to eat, have a little date, and we're gonna get home late tonight. Can't wait to show Xander. He's been talking about getting a Dodge Durango for a while, because we've been talking about it for a while, but he's the kind of little kid that gets so sentimental about things that we sell. Like we had this old dryer that completely went kaput for a while, and we decided to get a new one, and the new one did not have a window in the door. And he was so sad for weeks because he just missed the old dryer and he did not like the new one. So I'm curious if he'll be all excited and then suddenly start crying because the Jeep is no longer here because we left it back there. So what do you think?
I don't know. I think he's gonna be pretty sad about the Jeep being gone.
I'm not sure what he's gonna do, but I think too he will. Anyway, I guess we'll find out. You know, I can hardly believe it. There wasn't so much as a tear, a frown, a sad face, or even so much as a whimper when Xander realized that the Jeep was never coming back. And that is really rare for him. He gets so sentimental and attached to the things that we own. Anyway, but he was just glad to see the Jeep go, which I guess says a little bit of something about our Jeep. You look out the window. Over here.
Where?
What's behind Rose's Jeep?
The Dodge Durango. That's new ride. I can't wait to see what's all in it.
What is it?
Dodge Durango!
Whoa!
What do you think of that?
What do you think?
Lots cooler than our Jeep. Oh, it even has maps.
In the back, once we take all the things out, there's more seats that come up in the back.
Huh? I can sit in the back then.
See if you can get strapped in yourself.
I sure can.
All right, let's watch.
I can't even get it because it's way deep in. It's like deep in.
Is it deep in?
Yeah, like a dirt, like.
I'm gonna shut the door. Look, buddy. Look, we can see in the back. It's backing up.
There's bandits back there. You don't hit them.
Oh yeah, I can see like the barn of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, now I can see the garage.
We don't know what such highfalutin stuff is, do we? And I know I've been giving our Jeep some pretty hard rap, and I don't mean to complain because, you know, we are so blessed to even own vehicles. I think the percentage is like around 15 to 18% of the world population, roughly, owns a vehicle. It's kind of hard to do the numbers from the research I've gathered, but we are still in the minority that actually has the privilege of owning a vehicle. And so it doesn't seem right to complain about the fact that we had one, even though it was kind of unreliable. The really nice thing about old vehicles though is you don't have any anxiety about them. Like, they're all scratched and beat up anyway. So when you have children and they slam things into them and throw rocks at them, it's like, nah, big whoop, you know. But when you own something like this, at least to us, some people might say, man, you got an old vehicle. It's 2016, it's 6 years old, but to us, it feels amazing. The thought of it getting scratched and that type of thing is a little bit more, like, be careful, but I don't want to be one of those moms. I need to be careful because it's very easy for me to just, hey, watch out, you know. But these things, they grow old and they will get scratched and they will get dented, but it is so nice to have this new ride. And by the way, if you have never listened to Dave Ramsey or like followed his advice, he's like a financial advisor. We really like his strategy for the most part. We don't follow him 100%, but there is truly something about saving up instead of going into debt for something, even if it takes a long time. And there for a while, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it. Like right now, like if you spend enough money, it just seems like you spend a lot and you still get kind of like something that's not really great because of how used car prices have gone up. But then also to like actually purchase something that's worthwhile and will last for 10 years. See, Nolan's not a mechanic. And so every time something breaks down, he can't fix it himself. And so we're constantly running it into the shop, and that can be a real problem. So sometimes you want to just buy something newer that's more reliable. So we have been saving up for quite a while and working really hard towards saving up towards something like this. And it's such a good feeling. It is such a good feeling to actually be able to go into place and just pay it without like having all this debt that hangs over you and you're wondering, you know, if something would go sideways, you have to pay this off, or yeah. Anyway, just my little thing for the day, but it was a lot of fun. It's the first time we've ever done anything like this. Before, we always had car payments, and yeah, we kind of drove our stuff until it was really falling apart. Like, all three of our vehicles needed work. The Jeep needed work, we kept running it into the shop, Nolan's truck needed work, and my little car needs work. Anyway, now we have something that's reliable and all ready to go to the hospital. It was such a fun birthday, probably one of the best I've ever had. Thanking God that we actually were able to get the ride. I didn't think it would happen before the baby, but it came up, it was the right price, and everything just seemed to fall in place and seemed to be meant to be. So it just happened that we did get it before the baby. And I'm rambling again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to tell you all in last week's video, thanks so much for all of you that said you're praying for me, because I was sharing how I'm a little bit anxious about labor coming up and all that entails. And so many of you said you're putting me on your prayer list, and that means so much. I can't respond to everybody, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world. And thanks for all the happy birthday wishes. Obviously, when you see this video, my birthday will have been about maybe 2 weeks ago or so, but I can't make the videos quite as fast as they happen. So anyway, see you guys.